This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the best website for building websites. More on that later. Welcome to Charmet B Pua Skate Plaza. I'm sure I'm getting that perfectly correct. This is one of many skate parks in LA that Rob Dyrdek donated towards, but it's interesting because it says Rob Dyrdek paid $50,000 to design and assist in construction. It's weird to say that he paid to do the things that you think he would be getting paid to do. This is built in 2010 and skate parks have changed a lot since then, and Rob Dyrdek is pretty much solely responsible for the transformation of why skate parks are the way they are today, and this was part of that process. So let's take a look at this park first. There's essentially three parts to the park. There's this side, the middle section, and this section. So you have this down rail and this bump to rail. The difference today, if it was built, it wouldn't actually have this curb attached to it because people will clip that when they're trying to get up sometimes, but they have a mirrored obstacle on the other side of the park, but it's much smaller. This is a 3 flat 2, and this one is just a 3 stair, so the rail is a little more mellow. The bump to rail is a little smaller, but it's still pretty big. Like, these are pretty beastly. This side also has an out ledge / manual pad, but it's a really hard balance to figure out how high the ledge should be for grinds, but how low it should be for manuals. And I think they found a pretty decent medium, but it could be a few inches lower. They also have these two pretty big bank walls on opposite corners of the park. This manual pad is a bit unproportional. You can either skate down like a hubba or you can skate over to a manual, but no one's gonna go straight on because if you clip the front, you're gonna eat a lot of dookie, but also most hubbas now like this wouldn't be quite as low and they wouldn't be quite as steep because when you come off of this, you're going straight into the cement. I mean, you're only 8 inches off the ground. I love this thing because it's a rail and a hubba. Nowadays, it probably wouldn't be built so tall, but you can definitely come up with a lot of creative ideas for this. So this goes without saying, but you also have the double set to skate, but there's really not that much run up, so you probably wouldn't. Now let's look at this very unique middle section. You have this bank to rail, but it's a pretty steep pyramid. It's a very gnarly obstacle, but it definitely prepares you for the streets. This is a unique feature I actually really like, but you have these out rails. Again, they wouldn't be sitting on cement blocks like this if they were made today, but this is cool. I don't like when ledges kind of curve at the end instead of cutting straight off. It's harder to do certain tricks, but it's a long ledge, it's technically a long manual, and that's a unique obstacle, so I think this is great. Now, you know how I always complain about skate parks not having flat rails? Unfortunately, you have two very thick square rails that go up and go down, so they're not flat. Now, as for the cost and other information about the park, I say that we get into it, but after we get at least a little bit of a session in, I wanna warm up on everything and see how it feels, so I have a personal perspective. That is such a tall bump to rail. This is legitimately almost sackable. Holy my God. Dude. Dude, it's actually hard. Finally. It's pretty damn tall. Like, even if you go out with the little speed that you have, you're still awling at least like a 1.5 feet. And for a down ledge, that's pretty spooky. That is so tall. Jeez. Oh my God. And now, a word from our sponsor, Squarespace. I like how my Squarespace talking points, it says sports talking points. Is skateboarding a sport? That's the question. Squarespace has Fluid Engine. If you're not good at designing, it doesn't matter. They have award-winning templates you can choose from, and basically it's a drag and drop option for whatever you want to appear on your website. They have email campaign, which is the best way to engage with your audience because whoever subscribes actually gets your notifications, unlike other social medias. They also have analytics, so if you are an entrepreneur and you're building a store, they give you all the backend information you need to understand what you're doing wrong and then maybe what you need to do right to sell more product. They have members area as well, so if you do have something you can teach, you can actually do a paid course. Like, here's my paid 6-month cooking program. Speaking of which, they've actually teamed up with third-party sites to fulfill custom merchandise orders. So if you do want to build like a clothing store, all you have to do is use Squarespace and they'll give you the pictures of people wearing your merch, and all you have to do is design, and then they'll fulfill the orders. So if you want to get 10% off your first purchase or domain, you can go to squarespace.com/JohnHill, or just click the link in the description down below and sign up. You can also do a free trial if you want to try it out. But if you are an entrepreneur, if you have like a portfolio you're trying to build, a website is where I would recommend start, and Squarespace is the easiest website for doing that. So thanks so much and enjoy the rest of the video. So Charmet B Pua, the actual name of the park, was the chief of staff to the LA City Councilman right before she passed away in 2010. So they actually named the park after her, which I'm coming to learn that if you really want influence, city council seems like a decent job for that. So on top of the $50,000 that Rob Dyrdek's foundation donated, council member and Parks and Rec secured an additional $250,000. So this park only cost $300,000, but it's not really a small skate park. They have a lot of space. It's 15,000 square feet. And out of all the obstacles, I'll be honest, none of them really caught me. None of them were the ones that I wanted to sit and skate. They were all a little scary and big and unproportional, but that's what the parks of the 2010s were like. So I will try to skate the double set because I like the size, I like how this seems. It's just the run up yet again. So we'll see if we can actually make our way down it. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Can we do a kickflip first try? There we go. I say we try a frontside flip. The beauty of this trick is I can slow it way down, because if I go at an angle, it travels super far. Unfortunately, the lighting in this park is pretty atrocious. I came here later than I usually do, but I say we still do a heel flip. I'm gonna try that, and then maybe one other trick if the heel flip works. That was a very solid heel flip. I say we do a 360 flip, and then we call it for the double set session. Oh my God. Oh my God, ow. That was fun. I like those tricks. Definitely the most fun thing I've skated so far. Again, the reason that things are unproportionate is because there isn't street league like there is today. Nowadays, skate parks are actually less into gnarliness. They don't mind that pros keep it low key and keep it more technical, especially because I think you have a longer lifespan in terms of skating. You can go really, really, really hard and potentially burn out fast. And I feel like a park like this is good for people who want to go gnarly because everything is big and it's very proportional to what you'd find in the streets. But for people like me, I'm obsessed with longevity and I'm just scared. There's no way around it. I'm just scared. Oh man, I don't know if I can do that. What's this guy doing? I will track dirt all over the skate park because that's what we like to do here. Trying to skate anything at this point. I think I'm gonna skate the up manual patch. I like manual up, nose manual down. I did those both first try, so let's try kickflip manual up. This one is much steeper than the average one you find in a park, but it makes it feel a lot more gratifying. Dropped. I think the only other thing that seems kind of fun and that I can film from in the shade because the sun is overheating my camera is this little outledge, the one I did the nose grind on. I think we could maybe try to do something fun on that. Yeah, anything I'm cool with. All right, not bad. All right, I don't think no slide or tail slide is gonna work. I think the cement on the inside is sticking up too high. Yeah, no, I feel you. I haven't come up with anything good yet. There we go. Yeah, switch is easy. Homie was telling me that people have ollied over this thing here, like just straight over, which I believe. It's huge though. And if people can do that, I should be able to grind up it. So I'm gonna try to 50-50 from flat, even though it's this high. It's like maybe 5 or 6 inches from my waist. lot of the newer skate parks they're building cost $2 million, etc. It's just like real estate prices. $300,000 for a 15,000 square foot skate park in LA. It's pretty good. It is my kryptonite, that park. Unfortunately, I feel like most of the obstacles were built kind of in my least favorite way of trying to skate, but all the kids at the park said that they love it. So you guys skate this park all the time?
Yeah, most of the time.
Oh, nice, nice. How do you like it?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
The locals are really chill.
Okay, cool. They even said they like that park more than Westchester Skate Park, which is pretty much my favorite skate park, so that says a lot. It depends on who you are. Do you like this park more than Westchester?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, damn, okay. I think I like the fact that skateboarding is getting a bit more small and closer to the ground because I'm getting older, so it kind of works perfectly in parallel with my physical capabilities. Not that I've ever really been gnarly at all, it's just nice to have an excuse to stay closer to the ground. I've been uploading 2 videos a week, so right now, if you're into that, that's what we're doing. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.